ezi onye nwe anyị na Chineke nna nke pụrụ m ihe niile, Chukwu okike abịa ma bụ onye anyị na-efe na-agọzi aha nsọ ya, onye ọbụla naanị ya na-achị, onye mmụọ na mmadụ na-erubere isi, onye ọbụla naanị ya bụ ọka aka. Ụbọchị ene ka anyị na-etuga eze ebube dị ngọzi, mmalite na ọgwụgwụ. Ndị gboo wee tụọ oge ebighị ebi, onye nwe m, ụmụ gị wee gbakọọ n'ụwa niile iwe nara ozi ọma nke gị onwe gị n'ezi ha site n'ọnụ mmadụ dị ndụ na nke ebere dị ngọzi. Anyị wee na-asị na onweghị ihe ọbụla nke anyị onwe anyị bụ n'ihi na ọ bụ anụkpa ahụ sọsọ ka mmadụ dị ndụ bụ. Ofu ụbọchị anyị ga-anwụ, maka na okwu nsọ gị na-adịrị ma ruo mgbe ebighị ebi, n'ihi na okwu gị niile ga-abịarịrị na mmezu. Ọbịa nwere Biafra ga-eji wee bịa na mgbe nke anyị. Anyị wee na-akpọkọ uwe na-arịọ gị na-asị, lekwa ude nke anyị na-asụ n'akwa nke anyị na-ebe ka o metụta gị n'obi. Onye nwe m na Chineke nna nke igwe, biko dịka isi wee napụta ụmụ gị n'ọbụ n'Ijipt gotu wee wezuga ụmụ gị bụ ndị Biafra mgbodo ekwensu bụ zuu nke mmadụ dị ndụ kere. Anyị wee na-aja gị mma, na-asị gị n'ime ọnọdụ anyị na anyị ga-ekele ha nsọ gị, wee nye gị nsọpụrụ ụtụ na ịja mma mgbe niile, n'ihi na anyị enweghị chi ọzọ ewezuga gị. Anyị onwe anyị anaghị efe arụsị. Ọbịa mere iji wee na-agọzi nsọmụkwụ anyị niile. Ọbịa mere IPOB ji wee gbaa mgbọrọgwụ n'ụwa niile. Anyị anaghị atụ egwu mmadụ dị ndụ. Anyị wee na-eto gị eze ebube dị ngọzi, sị gị biko gbatara anyị ọsọ enyemaka. Ọ bụ naanị gị bụ onye anyị na-efe nwanyị akpụ isi ala nye ka i wee napụta ndị gị n'ọbụ nke ekwensu. Anyị wee na-enye gị ofe na nsọpụrụ na ịja mma, na-asị lekwa ka ndị iro anyị niile ka kasị wee baa ha ọnụ, ha wee daa hapụ ịkụnye ọzọ. Obodo ekwensu bụ zu ala nwekwa n'ihi eze ebube dị ngọzi. Anyị onwe anyị bụ ụmụ gị wee na-akpọkọ ha nsọ gị, na-asị na enweghị chi ọzọ egwezuga gị. Anyị wee na-aja gị mma, wee na-eto gị, na-asị onye kere ihe niile kere eke mana nwere onye kere na n'otuto niile na nsọpụrụ niile na ịja mma niile site n'ebighị ebi, mara onye bi ka a na-arịọ gị. Ise ise ise.
Jọkwasa biko ije akpatụrụ m ha gị n'ịkparị m ihe mere n'ibie n'ụbọchị tarị na
anọrọ nwa n'ụlọ m atameno ka adị n'ụwa ndị amị chere more than 200 soldiers may invade my compound while I was inside my compound. They invaded my room, damaged everything that is inside. From A to the almost 11 rooms. There's no property remaining inside. At the sense of going into our archives, where our tradition, what we use as a nation, as a village, they bundled it out, came out, the whole doors, the whole windows. They came into my village square, the resting place of the elders. You can see it here. That is where the aged men are resting when they came back from the farm. They set it ablaze. They went to the second house. You can see it in the video. Down there. The house was just commissioned a few days ago. They set it ablaze. So what we are asking now is that what have an Amasiri man did to the governor of Ebonyi State called Nufu? What have we done? Is it because we don't have anybody? Is it because we doesn't have anybody? So you can see the extent of going into my room, ransacked my bag. I just came back for my uncle's burial. They ransacked my bag, took the whole money. I came to bury my uncle. They made it away with it. Went to my junior brother's beer parlor. Made away with the whole drink that my young brother is selling. At the instance of the searched him and collected 350,000. He want to use and support our uncle's brother. Drank the beer, they break the bottle. They have broke their youth inside village. So all the whole house that we have raised in this very village, so you can see it in flames. They have sent our youth to the forest. Nobody's here. Just allow peace to reign. Because they say they don't want to see anybody. They went out, but why coming to destroy their property? Why they are not there? So the government of President Tinubu, please help us to call the governor of Ebonyi State in order. All these things is because we doesn't have somebody like Wilfred. But God is there on our side. God will fight for us. Amen. God will fight for us. Amen. I'm calling on the president of the Federal Republic of Nigeria to call the governor of Ebonyi State in order. Because it's becoming too much. What have we done? Please, the president, come to our rescue. Call the governor of Ebonyi State in order. The children have stopped our children from going to school. The market people, they have blocked the market. Nobody's going to the farm again. Nobody's going to the market. Since last week, the children are at home. There's no school. Please. No market, no farming. That is it. Please, the president, I'm calling your excellency. Call the governor of Ebonyi State in North. Amasiri has been set ablaze. Amasiri is burning. Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Fellow Ebonians and fellow Nigerians, it is actually a sad day in the land of Amaseri, a land that is built in hospitality and quietness. We are people that anyone who has lived with us understands that we are loving and accommodating people. We don't look for trouble. We don't step beyond our boundaries. We know where our boundaries actually lies on. But what we actually see in Amaseri today is something that is making us baffled. Is this also part of the activities of the Nigerian Army? 82 Division, Nigerian Army, RSM. My question is, I'm a member of Nigerian rights activist group, and I'm asking, is this one of your activities as a Nigerian Army that are built to protect the territorial integrity of Nigeria and restore peace? You say you came for peace. Is this part of the peace where you have to start burning down the people's monuments and ancient monuments? Is this part of your activities, Nigerian Army? Governor Wefuru have failed woefully as the worst governor that will ever come in Ebonyi State because he is completely disconnected from governance. His action has actually shown that he fall below pass. It's very, 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 very saddening that two communities are fighting over land, which has always been in different communities across the nation. And the action that Wefuru has to take is because the other community called Eda local government is where his grandmother came from. For that reason, he made a statement last year, May, in his office, that we didn't vote for him, that the people of Amaseri did not vote for him, that if we do not care, he will invade Amaseri. He has refused it. Today, he should not, the entire Nigerians, entire Leboyan should not.
Onye na-ekwu okwu ọ na-akọfu isi akụkọ. The entire Nigerians, the people of Amasiri, the entire Nigerians come to rubbish. Rubbish. Do you think that the Nigerians that you are calling care? This is Islamic era, and it is to enforce jihad on our own people. You have just said it that the Nigerian military came and they burned ancient monuments. It is part of the jihad. Go to all these Islamic countries where Islam take over. Their first thing is to burn ancient monuments. In case if you don't know. That thing, the entire Nigerians, Tinubu, I am calling on the President Tinubu. You people are just talking rubbish. Which President Tinubu? The Islamic president of Nigeria. In fact, let me tell you people what you people don't know. What you are saying are even provoking them. They will ask the army, why don't you wipe out the entire community? And we will deny it. Oh, they are going to be afraid now that the ground troops of America, according to speculation, if it is Ryota sometimes carry fake news. If it is Ryota that quoted it, sometimes they carry fake news. Now, the governor of Ebonyi State have invaded Amasiri. Too many people have been buried. A lot of them have been killed. But I have to say to the people of Amasiri and to the Ebonyi State entirely, what is this nonsense about community fighting all the time? Community fighting, community fighting. Every time community fighting. During our time in IPOB, we buried countless of our members involved in community fighting. Not involved, engulfed by community fighting. I don't want to use English to insult my personality, please. I am a professor. Hey, a professor. Ta, bopo, fa. I am not a professor. I am an academia. Yes, I am an academia. Don't call me professor. Professor Nkonoma. I am Washibrobi, please. Preaching nothing but the undiluted truth. Hit the like button and share. Very, very importantly, these people, their land have been invaded. They brought more than 200 soldiers. Nobody will believe this man unless you have been where this thing happened. I remember 2026. I mean 2006, when the Nigerian army took me in Mbeba. I have told the clear story some years ago, but I will give you the clear picture of what happened that day. There is a man called Abuja. Abuja possessed too many spiritual powers. So he stood against the Nigerian army. Every other volunteers fled, remaining Abuja. So what is Abuja doing? They were shooting at Abuja, and Abuja stretched his hand. When he stretches his hand, all the bullets that they are shooting him will be dropping at the front of him. The bullet doesn't go past him, it will drop. You will see the bullet dropping before Abuja. That bullet doesn't go past Abuja. That bullet doesn't go past Abuja. So, all of us who we are Mazobians, we hide at the back of Ezike. Though I work in Ezike and partially live in Ezike as well. So we hide at the back of the blocks. We were watching Abuja. Abuja was standing at the corner. At that corner, you can only see Abuja, but you cannot see the Nigerian army. But you can hear rains of bullets and you can see the bullet dropping before Abuja. So suddenly, and he possesses a spiritual power that makes it easy for him to vanish. Suddenly, Abuja vanished. There is nothing around there for you to say, oh, he hid that place. It is an empty place. Nothing. So when we did not, all of a sudden, the man vanished. We did not know that the Nigerian army has approached him. So he have to use his next spiritual power, which is disappearance. He disappeared. And the next thing that we saw is Nigerian army. That at that point, it was done on us that aya zoigo pa na nshi aboki. Anya zonyego pa na nshi Musa. It was done on us. So we started running. Where are you running to? I ran inside a house of my friend Okute. I ran into his house and immediately pull out my clothes and tie wrapper. There are other people who run into a house that have gadgets, but praise be to God that it is not now, because if it is now, the Nigerian army will set the house on fire. So when the Nigerian army get to the house, they struck the house, asked them to open the house, but they refused to open. They immediately come towards the place that I was staying and hit the door. They smashed the door. Boo, boo. I immediately told the woman there, the wife of my great friend Okute, that she should open the house. When the woman opened the house, they immediately surrendered me. Then I was a teenager. I was just 15 or thereabouts. 15 or thereabouts, if I'm not mistaken. So, first thing that they asked me is my money or my life. They did not ask me, are you a MASOP member? First thing the Nigerian army asked me, your money or your life under gunpoint. And that is the reason why I told you people, Nigerian army are worse than armed robbers. Your money or your life at the gunpoint. I said I don't have money. So they asked me my phone, because phone was sort of valuable. 2006. I said I don't have. This stone is the thing that I had next. One of them is here. That was the thing. They did not ask me, are you a MASOP member? They did not ask me, are you part of the people that we were shooting and was shouting Odieshi, according to what they later report to when they wanted to hand me over? They said to themselves, one of them is here. At that point, I started experiencing the kind of beating that I have never seen in my life. One of them hijacked me, threw me outside. I landed on the floor, accompanied with the boots, smashing an akodo. One of them took Ndudigwe because I couldn't bail myself with money. One of them took Ndudigwe, stab it on my arm, and then Ndudigwe pierced my arm. They stab it to the ground. And beating continue without question, without the mission that they come for. And one of them said, bring him up, let him go. And they told me, oh yeah, move. I was moving. When I was moving towards Ezike Gate, I saw some of the MASOP members, senior members at that matter. They were not arrested. One of them shouted, Efi Igbo Allah, that I am gone. Because one of them never believed in the miracle that God can do all things. He never believed that I am going to be released. He thought that they were about to kill me, and they are going to kill me. He shouted, Efi Igbo Allah. My crime is just that I couldn't pay money. Coming from a poor background, my dear father suffered very well, even up till death, to feed his children. And my other crime is I don't have money. I am resounding and recounting. This is what happened to these people of Amasiri. A place that was just engulfed by a community clash, dragging land, which the two kings are supposed to be summoned. They have traditional rulers. And individuals, ordinary people, don't drag land. Go to your community. It is the community heads who drag land, not ordinary individuals in community. Community heads drag land. And they will just call you to engineer you. The people that are supposed to be summoned are the community heads of the community. Speak to them. And if you can speak to the community heads of the community, if they can agree, then the community problem in that community is settled. Nobody will drag land anymore in that community. But they left the community heads. They invaded peaceful homes of the people. According to the man, you heard him that they took some youths inside bush. Most of the youth will never return alive. I returned alive to tell my own story. But on that bloody day, I saw our own people. packed in search of that military van, just very long. A lot of our youth, they were dead. Bloods were dropping from the motor, from the van. Where they captured me, they shot and killed one person immediately. They shot and killed an Igbo man. His crime was just pleading for his life. They told him shut up. But he was busy pleading. So they have to end that life. That was his crime. And in fact, I don't know what entered into me. That very day, I couldn't talk to them. I shut my mouth. When they were asking me questions, I was thinking, which one will I answer? And behold, Almighty God entered into one of them. That one was helping in answering the questions. When they put questions to me, that one will be the one answering. To the glory of God and to the shame of the devil. I am Mwashibrobi. The only thing I preach on this very platform, please, is nothing but the undiluted. And I know the reason why I pray this. I want humanity to bear me witness. I am here, and we are here. No leave, no transfer. Freedom will come. Freedom will come when we are all sincere. But these are our own people being killed every time. From the east, from the west, from the north. The same people just massacre us. How long? And they are using our own people. The way they massacre us, you see those people that you acknowledge so much. Those people that you think that you love so much. They are there smiling with your own killers. They are there receiving award after award from your own killers. And you think all is well. All is never well. And all can never be well. But we are here. Like I said before, no leave, no transfer. If my own killers are being praised by those who say that they love me, it simply means one thing. Both the one who claims to love me and the one who is killing me are in both shoes. If my own killers receive award from my own enemies, I mean if my friend receive award from my own killers, it simply means that my friend provide an avenue for my own killers to kill me. It doesn't change. We must recognize this. And I want I want the international community to know this. Only one way in this life. We are here for freedom. And freedom of our own people. We have died very well. And we don't want to die. This thing that I'm doing here, there will be a lot of you people that will say, hey, why are you lamenting? I don't care. And why I am lamenting and why I am saying all these things is for you to know. You know, sometimes some people run propaganda. Oh, he is talking because of money. Go and ask the person controlling my channel. I was not paid for this thing because no money coming. But every day I do program. Every day I do program. So for those who are saying, oh, money, 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 these have been sorts of my fighting. Sorts of my fighting. The channel doesn't even meet up for money anymore. So that you don't say money. Money doesn't come. But it is my own way of ibelechi makwa. My own way of ikasi onwe m obi. my own way of my own agony. Because whether the rich or the poor, the mighty, one day these people will get to each and every one of us. Now you have the time to fight for your own freedom before they get to you. It is very painful. Sometimes you don't know what I imagine within me. Very, very painful. That our own people will run away from their communities, run away from their land. Those whom we selected, because there is no election as far as I'm concerned in that damnable zoological republic. It is some sort of selection and some sort of, I don't know what to call it, but you have known what I wanted to say. They kill innocent people, people die, for the simple reason that they want their own freedom, for the simple reason that they don't want to live a disgraceful human being. Many of our youth have been taken to bush. Betano na hunama. Every day that they kill each and every of our youth, we reduce in numbers. Is this how we are going to withstand the enemies when the time comes? I'm asking those of you with conscience, not those of you who can sell anything for money. As of me, I love Igbo land. I love my own people. I'm already getting pissed off for not being in the land that I love. For how many years I have not been in Igbo land? It's getting to 6 years or 5 years. Yeah. I visited Igbo land last, that was long ago. It's getting to 5 years. I have not been to Igbo land. And it's giving me sleepless nights. Being to Igbo land that I'm saying is being free, not you just walk to somewhere and retreat yourself. Are you getting me? 5 years or 6 years. Not that you just walk to somewhere and immediately retreated yourself. You say you have been to Igbo land. No, you have not been to Igbo land. Not that you just go to Imo State, meet somebody and then immediately run back for the fear of unknown. No, you have not been to Igbo land. What I am saying is being free. Go to your friends, your loved ones, your family. Celebrate just the way that we do it. We are the people who harbor people. We love each other. Forget about Igbos don't love themselves. We love each other. Stupidity is different, because these ones that are selling their own people, by extension, they are stupid. And I will prove it to you. The reason why they are stupid is that if you sell your own brother, you are not an odogu, and you can never be. Those who buy your own brother will never love you. When you sell your brothers, for the simple reason why you want to be called Olowo, you want to be called Onye nwere ego, you want to be called notice, it doesn't mean anything. It simply means that you hated yourself, because when the time, those whom you think that they cherish you, because you are helping for the downfall of your brother. After your brothers fall, that your brother is your strength. Your brothers are your strength. Your brothers are the reason why they acknowledge you. Your brothers are the reason why they form as if they love you. Your brothers are the reason why they form as if they love you. Go and ask. Immediately they finish dealing with your brothers, they will come directly to you. Those who claim, those Igbos who claim that they are not Igbo, the reason why they accumulate you, they bring you close, is because Igbos are standing. That is the reason why they bring you close, for you to help them to conquer your own brothers, which are the Igbos, for you to help and deny your own, for you to reduce your people's number. Immediately they conquer and they overpower your brothers, they will tell you to your face you are the same thing to them, and they will come against you. As simple as ABCD. It takes a wise man to understand the wisdom of our ancestors. I love all of you. I never hated anyone, please. I never hated each and any one of you. Biafra is love. For me to be in Biafra struggle, it is because of love that I have for my own people. Because I cherish you, because I love you. That is the reason why I am here. Choosing to be in exile. Which money can you pay somebody to leave his family, to be exiled? No amount. Children love is the best love. Family love is the best love. You are in good order with your family, your wife, everyone is happy. Your brothers, your sisters. For your information, I'm most loved in my own family. But today I'm not around them. All of them. So, what am I saying? We must do everything humanly possible to ensure that this thing never continue or never persist. On a weakness. A lot of things that are happening in our land. But I will stop here. This is how far my spirit can carry this very program. Good morning, please.